Yo, yo, yo. What's good, world? It's your boy NB, man. Your favorite rapper, singer, songwriter, actor. This is another episode of Chat with NB. I know I ain't did Chat with NBs in a long time, but this one particular young woman had a special story that wanted to, and when she was telling me about it, it almost broke my heart, and I just felt the need to want to put it out to the world about her story. It's not really my story to tell, so when she come in, man, I'm gonna let her tell her story about how she was done, and I'm gonna leave it at that. Let's see if she gonna come on this thing, man, and we can, get her side of the story, man. You know what I'm talking about, and we can go from there. Send me the invite. I will definitely let her in, and we'll chat it up, man. Chat with MB. This gonna be a series that I'm definitely gonna be doing more of. I'm finna invite you. Let's add you here. Boom. And now she here. All right. What's going on?
Hi.
Bless, bless. I highly favored, man. Um, let's just get straight right to it, man. Just let the people know where you're from, you know what I'm talking about, and you know what I'm saying, a little bit about yourself before you go into your story.
I stay in Homerville, Georgia, and I used to work for the county jail for about 3.5, 4 years, and they closed the jail down. So ever since then, I've been doing factory work
Hmm.
at Lee Container
Okay. All right. How long you been doing that?
for 3 years now.
Okay. Yeah, you got a job, Lord. A lot of people ain't got no jobs out here in this coronavirus. So you
I
one of the blessed.
know it.
Yeah, you one of the blessed ones. How many children you got?
I have three,
Three.
a
Okay. What that?
15-year-old
Uh-huh.
and a 20-year-old and a 22-year-old,
Okay. So
which my
you
20-year-old stay with me and my 15-year-old do.
okay?
My
And
oldest son stay in Florida.
okay, got you, got you. Well, I was just prepping the people and letting them know, man, that we discussed a few things last night, and your story really touched me. You know what I'm saying, to my core, and I just wanted to get your story out there to the world. As big as I can get it on my platform. So go ahead and you can start whenever you want to start. You got the floor.
I appreciate that. Um, Friday morning, early in the morning, about two something in the morning,
Friday,
I
like,
thought someone,
be specific. What date is this? You talking about this Friday? Friday that just passed, correct?
yes,
Okay.
and that was the 30th,
Okay.
October the 30th.
October the 30th to be exact. Let's be punctual. Go ahead.
Yeah, I woke up because I heard somebody. It sounded like somebody broke in my house. So when I went to check it out, it was the police, and it was like 7 or 8 of them running around my house. And they went to yelling. Immediately, I put my hands up so they'll know I don't have no weapons. They was just yelling. I couldn't even understand what they were saying. They was just like, everybody was just yelling. Then finally, one of them just said, "Ma'am, step outside." And I was headed outside, and they pushed me outside.
Hold up, hold
Mind
up,
you, I just
hold
woke
up, hold
up.
up. Did they have a warrant to come and kick your dough in?
Actually, they did have a warrant, but they had a search warrant. But I didn't even know it at the time that they was pushing me out the door, and I didn't have anything on but my shirt and panties. Mind
Mm,
you, it was 51 degrees. It two something in the morning. It was 51 degrees out there, and I ain't
okay.
had nothing on but my shirt, my t-shirt, and my panties. And they pushed me out the door, which I was going because I'm very cooperative.
Right.
And like when I noticed that they had broke my door down, I told them, I said, y'all could have not, I would have let y'all in here because my son do get in trouble. I'm not finna sugarcoat it. He
Okay.
do get
Okay.
in trouble,
Hold
so
up.
I don't oppose him
Hold
on
up. I
anything.
want for the people to know, and I want to be very transparent with the people. Why do you feel like they kicked in the door? I just want to stop there. I want to give them a
I don't
timeline.
feel like they should have. I don't. If y'all would see my door, which I'll send you a picture later of
Mhm.
the what was left of the door, but the door is made of glass. Like it's glass, little square panels on there. They really, if they wanted to come in to surprise us, they could have knocked one of the panels off. But instead, they used the big metal thing to break the door down, and it just shattered all the. I feel like that was excessive. That was very excessive.
It sounds like a very
I don't
excessive.
feel like
But
right.
okay, let me ask you a question. Why do you feel they did that? I want the people to know. It's every police gotta have a probable cause for the bullshit that they be doing. So why do you think they did that? Kind of give that to the people. Let them know why you feel like they did that. And you said something
I
about your
promise
son.
you,
I know the
I
story,
really
but
I really don't understand why they did that. That's why I kept asking them. I was like, what's going on? Because my son, he really haven't got in trouble in the past 3 years. So
okay.
I was like,
That sounds like a
clueless.
big drug
And
bust to
then
me. I'm just saying they it actually like they were finna go in there and get the pounds, get all the weed. That's what it sounds like to me and the guns.
right. And we don't have that in the hill. We didn't have no weapons and stuff, but they act like it because they had their guns out, the little red dot everywhere. You know what I'm saying? I didn't know
Oh
what was going
man, they did it
on.
like that.
Yes. And so
Well,
like
tell me
when
about you not knowing. Tell the people about you not knowing who it was, and you grabbed the knife. You could have been shot right there.
yeah, but something told me to, because I heard fumbling around and I was like a burglar gonna try to be a little discreet. You know what I'm saying? So I thought my son might have been fighting in there. So I put the stuff up. I put my knife up because I thought maybe they was just in there fighting.
Uh-huh.
So I went and looked around the corner and everybody, all the officers running around my house yelling. And then they bust well, they just like crowbarred my daughter room and they could have hit her with the door because she heard me saying, what's going on? So she knew it was kind of safe. She thought it was safe for her to come out. So she was coming out the room and they, knocked the door open, which they could have hit her in the face, my 15-year-old daughter.
All
And
right.
they made her go outside. And I also have my son girlfriend staying with me and my
Okay.
grandbaby. My son girlfriend is Caucasian. I'm not gonna just say like, she Caucasian. But anyway, they made us go outside in the cold, but they told her she can sit on the sofa in the living room. And
Huh?
I was
Hold up,
like,
hold
wait
up,
a
hold up,
minute,
hold up, hold up. I want you to rewind that and say that one more time. Say that one more time so that can stick. Say that one more time.
my son, white girlfriend or Caucasian, she was able to sit in the living room where it's warm at, her and my granddaughter, while me and my daughter was outside. We had to stay outside on the porch, and my daughter was in the corner,
How old your
cold.
daughter is? How old your daughter for the people? How old is your daughter out there in the cold out there with you? How old?
My daughter, 15 years old, and my son girlfriend, 17. But she was able to stay in the house. And then
Let
when
me
I
ask you a
asked the
question. Let
officer,
me ask you a question.
I,
Who paid the bills? Who paid the bills in that house? I'm just trying to
I
figure that out.
do, and I made that very clear to them. I told them I'm the only one paying the bills in my house. Why my daughter can't go inside where it's warm at? Y'all just don't bust in. She don't know what's going on. It's cold out here. Y'all got us outside like we animals in my own place. But I asked them, and he told me if I don't shut up, he gonna lock me up too. And my daughter begged me to hush, but my job is to protect her. And she don't understand that. She just think they do not have the right to tell you to shut up. If y'all just woke me up out my sleep, and you gonna tell me to shut up, I want to know what's going on. And then finally, somebody hand me the paper, the search warrant paper, but I
After,
couldn't
hold
read
up.
it because it was
After how
outside.
long? After when all this is going on, after how long was it that they finally presented some documents to you to let you know why they was doing what they were doing? How long was this whole time frame?
And see, I'm not gonna lie, because I was outside with nothing. I don't know the exact time frame, but I
Just
feel like it might have
give
been.
give a rough estimate. I know a lot of stuff, drilling, rushing, everything kind of moving so fast. 20 minutes, 5 minutes, 10 minutes. How did you feel?
I think it probably about 20, 30 minutes,
That's too long. They
because I
supposed to
got real
serve you those
aggravated. I got
documents.
real
They supposed to
aggravated,
serve you those documents ASAP and
and
not
it
wait those
wasn't
20,
because
30 minutes.
when they served it to me, they had already got my son, put him in handcuffs, and put him in the truck before I even seen something. And I was like, and then for them to say, at first he told me that it was because my son missed court. And I'm like, for a speeding ticket, y'all bust my door down.
Was it the sheriff department or the police department?
It was the city police department.
Okay. Of Homerville, Georgia, correct?
Yes.
Okay. All right. I just want to make sure that's very clear.
And when I was outside and I wouldn't be quiet about the fact that me and my daughter in the cold while my son girlfriend and my grandbaby could sit on the sofa in the warm, I I kept asking him, like, why is this? And then he would never answer. He just told me to shut up. And if I don't shut up, he'll lock me up. So I said, is it the color of our skin? I said, are we not light enough to be inside the house that I'm paying rent for? I asked him, I said, just because we too dark, we're not worthy to be in the heat. And the thing was, like I told him, I said, I pay the rent here. I pay the rent here. And I ain't never not cooperated with them. I haven't. I always cooperated with them. Whether my son was right or wrong, we just went on with whatever they had us do. And then later on, we'll figure it out. But every time they come to my house, I always let them in or whatever. So I don't even know what that was about. They just wanted to play with their little tools, I guess. But my daughter, it scared her. And then the fact that I stood up for her, she just wanted me to be quiet, and that's not acceptable. And that's why I was trying to tell her. She was mad at me like the whole night. She was mad at me because she felt like I should have just kept quiet. Because after
Because
I
that's
didn't
what
keep quiet,
society has them trained her mind to do. You feel what I'm saying? That's what society has trained her as a young black queen. You feel what I'm saying? Mama, just be quiet. It is gonna go away. No, it's never gonna go away till somebody stand up for it. Continue.
right. But then the officer, when I said about the skin color, he was like, no, it's not a race thing. And everybody just started getting in my face and stuff. Mind you, I'm a female. These are male officers that's in my face with guns. They got carrying guns. So they really tried to intimidate me with that. And then he told
But I do
it
want
was
to
a
ask. I want
white
to ask
officer.
for people to get a full perspective. Are you single? Are you married? Are you the only? Your son is the only male in the house, correct?
Yes, yes. And he got very upset when they started, they told me to turn around and so they could cuff me. And my daughter started screaming. And that's what really hurt my heart, for my baby to start screaming, no, don't take my mama to jail. And the only thing I was doing was asking questions. And to hear her scream out, no, don't take my mama to jail, because I'm her only lifeline. Like, if she don't have me. But anyway, that's what really broke my heart, for my baby to have to see me being put in handcuffs.
Right.
And really, they didn't have no reason to do
For no,
that.
I was just gonna say for no reason, Queen. For no reason at
Right.
all.
And he's talking about obstruction. How am I obstructing what y'all doing? And I'm standing on the porch where y'all put me. Where y'all told me to be, I'm standing there. But just because I'm asking questions,
And let
you
the
don't
people know you were
handcuff.
standing in there in what? What was your attire that night?
I had panties and my t-shirt on, nothing else, and it was cold. And that's why, like, the more we stood out there in the cold, the more I got aggravated and I wanted answers. My son's girlfriend even pleaded with him. She said, can I please give him a jacket or a blanket or something? She said, please. And he said, no, you can't give him nothing. She even felt sorry for us to be outside in the cold like that.
All right, we back. We back. We back. We back. All right. So where do we leave off at?
Once they handcuffed me,
All right, let's go.
and I was going to, I didn't tussle with them, even though I knew that's what they wanted.
Right,
They wanted me to react. My
right.
son reacted. My daughter reacted. Only thing was hurtful for me to hear her crying like, don't lock my mama up, don't take my mama to jail. That was hurtful. And my son started acting up. They already had him in the truck. He was acting up, and I told him, I said, calm your ass down, because that's what they want. They want
Right,
us to show out and act like a bunch of niggas. I said, that's what they want. Don't give them what they want, because they
right,
want to throw some charges on us. Right
right.
now, they ain't got nothing on me either. And I told my daughter, I screamed for her to unlock my phone, because they wouldn't even let me get my phone. When I asked them, could I get my phone and some pants, they said no.
Hold
They
up.
wouldn't let me
They,
go
they,
in the
they were
house.
gonna take you to jail with your You know what I'm saying? Your t-shirt and your panties without nothing, not even giving you the opportunity to get you some pants on.
That's what they just handcuffed me just like that, and put me in the back of the truck, and they continue
They
rambling
really
through my
wanted,
house.
really what they want to do is humiliate you. We gotta stand up, y'all, man. We
And
can't
they
let our
did
queens
that.
go through this, black men. We can't let our queens go through this, man. This is her story. And when I heard this story, it really was, very heartbreaking to me as a king to listen to this story. And we're gonna put this thing out there. We're gonna make sure that it get traction. I promise you that. But I'll continue. I just wanted to put that as disclaimer out there that this is in Homerville, Georgia, correct?
Yes,
Homerville
but
Police Department,
right, the city,
the
not
city,
the
okay.
county, the city.
Not the county. Okay,
Right.
continue.
But they put me in the back of the truck, and they was, had the dogs going all around the yard and everything, and in and out the house. And then after they was finished, I could tell they was finished because they just sat on my porch, just
All
sat
right,
on my porch,
explain that.
chilling
Give
in my
that,
chair.
give that. I want you to really elaborate on that, because that's what really made me mad when you told me about they just had both of y'all in the in the whatever in their possession, and then they just sit
Hmm.
on your porch like they run the house. Talk to the world
Yeah,
about
I think they was doing that to just like really. It was like they were sitting on my porch to kind of taunt us about they have the power over us. Cause they had, both of us locked in the truck, handcuffed, and they sitting on my porch. They done with they gotta be done because they just sitting there on my porch in my chairs while
wow,
I pay rent. They sitting there chilling, talking, laughing. I could see them just talking and laughing. And the ones of the officers couldn't fit on my porch because I have 4 chairs on there. So the officers couldn't fit on my porch. They were just leaning over on the side of the porch. They having a whole conversation. So I started yelling and making noises like, hey, hey, like they forgot about us. And
yeah.
so I started
So I
making
mean, in my
noises.
mind, they consider black people inhuman or not human. That's how I felt like you was being I mean, I feel like you was
I
treated
felt like like an animal. I
like
felt
an
like
animal.
they was treating me like an animal, caged me up.
You know,
But so the officer came to the door and he was like, "What's the problem? What's the problem? Y'all on my porch chilling, and I'm back here. Do y'all job. Do y'all job." But I told him, I said I had to pee. And if he wouldn't have let me out of there, I would have peed all over his stuff. I ain't lying. Because I was like,
it is
it's
what it is.
cold. When that cold hit you, when that cold hit you.
Facts.
So
Facts.
then he went on ahead and told one of the female officers to uncuff me so I could go pee. And then he was like, come out because I need you to sign this citation. I said, a citation for what? He said, obstruction. I said, what did I obstruct? I said, I was just outside on the porch where y'all told me to be asking questions.
Right.
I
Right.
wasn't in y'all way or nothing. I was where y'all told me. So if I was in the way, I was where y'all told me to be. But so I went in, put on some pants, grabbed my phone.
Thank you. You got some pants on at least.
Yes,
They
because
want to
the whole
embarrass
while
our
we was out,
queens. They
I was
want to
out there
embarrass
for
our
like
black
2 hours.
people. Hmm?
I was out there for 2 hours
Tell the
almost with
people
my
that one
pants
more
and
time. I think you should say that one more
t-shirt.
time. You was out there. You and your daughter was out there. How long?
About 2 hours in my panties and t-shirt. And it's
Eventually, what did
51
they do with the
degrees.
daughter? What did they do with the daughter? I want to know because you was locked up. They attained you.
I
So
couldn't
what?
even see her. Like where the truck was, I couldn't even see her. She was in the corner of the porch because she was cold. So she was like in the corner of the porch. And where the truck was, I couldn't see her. I
Wow.
couldn't see whether she was there or not.
Wow.
But by the time they uncuffed me, she was in the house.
Okay. And she was right there with the Caucasian white people at that point.
Yeah, yes. But as I was heading into the house, most of the officers got up and they got off my porch. They went chilling on there once they uncuffed me. But this one particular officer, he's
What's his
still
name?
sitting
Did
in
you
my
get his
chair.
name? Did you get his name?
No,
You should have
no.
asked, officer, what is your name? Next time, do that, please. We need to put these people on blast.
But so he was still sitting in my chair. I said, "You made yourself real comfortable in my shit, didn't you?" And then he talking about, "Yeah, it's real nice. Thank you." And then he said, I
That's
walked in the
that.
house. I
Was
shook.
it what was his nationality?
He was white. And I said, I just shook my head and walked on in the house. He wanted me to react because he was being an asshole, but I didn't. I just
We
shook my
gotta
head
be
and
more
walked on in the
smarter
house.
than see the things that we go through as black people. We got to be smarter than, you know what I'm saying, the average person. I've seen on YouTube videos when white men are charging with knives and they just, they ain't shooting. They ain't shooting. But if you get a black person that's coming like that with that aggression, they shooting off top. It's a
Right.
it's a
So
definitely a
we
different
have to
level.
always we have to always humble ourselves.
We gotta humble ourselves, whether that's our manhood or our womanhood. And
Right.
your daughter was not wrong, but at the same time, you had to stand up for your rights too, as well. You had to show your
Right.
daughter that, look, I know that this is what they told us we need to do, but I'm not gonna sit down. I'm not
And
gonna
that's what
sit
I
down.
told her. I
I'm
said,
not gonna
I'm
show.
your
See what
protector.
they want. I'm gonna
I'm
tell
your
you what they want. Hold
protector.
up, listen, Queen. What they want is they want for you, your daughter, to see you in a vulnerable position to where you're weak. And when you shine, you showed your daughter you strong. Did you know that? You showed her, no, this is not what I'm gonna do. Thank you, Queen. Thank you.
You're
Continue.
welcome.
Continue.
But after they left, they left so quick. But I finally was able to read the paper they gave me, and it wasn't a warrant for my son arrest at all. It was, but even
Wow.
though they just took him out like it was, they took him out
Wow.
like they already had a warrant for his arrest, but it was a search warrant.
For what? What they were looking for? Drugs?
I don't know, and I still don't know.
What did they find?
I don't know because I was locked up. I don't even know what they took out my house.
You know what that called? You know what that is? And somebody already said it in the live comment. Lawson. And it, are you done with the story? Or you got more?
Well, I got a little aftermath because,
I want to
like,
hear that. Let's go.
that
Let's go.
whole
I want
night,
everything to come out. I want everything to come out to the world. Let's go ahead.
when they were leaving, I said, "Who gonna fix my door? Y'all done left us fucked
Right.
up in here where anybody can walk in." And then the guy turned around and said, "You gonna fix it?"
Whoa.
And I said, are y'all kidding?" I said, "Y'all done left us
Did
like
not get
this.
none
Ain't
of these officers' names, Queen?
no, no."
All right.
But I'm sure that it was a record of who came to my house for that bus. And nobody had no SWAT shirts or nothing on. Nobody was SWAT out there. They was like regular officers, acting like they the SWAT team. But I had to stay up all night just watching my house so nobody would walk in. My homeboy did come over and help me like put some plastic up to stop the chill. Thank you, Brock. But
Real
then
nigga, man.
like
Brock, I don't know you, but real nigga, bro. Yeah. We gotta
yeah, I
protect our
appreciate
queens
it.
out here. All right.
But we put the plastic up to stop the chill from coming in the house, but I still had to watch my house all night. So I didn't get no sleep. And I started cleaning up, thank God, because the police officers actually called defects on me after they done fucked up my house. They
That's what
called defects.
I want you to reiterate that. That's just really a chat with MB moment. Say that one more time.
After the officers fucked up my house, they called the defects so the defects could come in. And but good thing I did stay up all night. And when I'm mad, I clean up. I clean up a lot when I'm mad. So my house was
Black women
clean,
do that a lot
everything
when they
except for my
married.
son's room. Yeah, everything was cleaned up except for where they broke the glass because I wanted my landlord to see that part. And my son room with him and his girlfriend and my granddaughter sleeping in, that wasn't cleaned up. It was just like they left it. So when she came, she was like amazed how nice it looked in my house. And I told her, yeah, except for I didn't clean up that mess, but I
Man,
explained to
they
her
don't
why.
realize black folk keep we got a little small, a little something, but black folk keep a nice house. We know how to hook things up. We know how to make things work. I know all y'all women do. My mama, her stuff look
Yeah,
always been great looking. Yeah, yeah. Uh-huh. Look at that. Yeah. We know how to make it do what it
yeah,
do. For
right,
real.
right. But so she was like, she said, I understand that, she understood, that's why my living room was looking like that. But the sofa
Hmm.
cushion was back on and everything.
Right.
It was straight. It
Okay.
was just the glass everywhere.
Right.
But so under investigation for about 30 days. I
Okay.
think that's what she said, 30 days. But she said everybody look healthy. She was like, you got running water, you got lights, you got plenty of
So you
food,
basically telling me
kids'
this thing,
clothes.
this aggressive police situation is also now causing defects to come into your whole life
Right.
based off of
And
this
that's
one
gonna be on
thing.
my record. That's gonna be on my record that I'm under investigation. That's gonna be on my record that I'm under investigation. Although when she came in, she saw everything kosher, lights, water, whatever, everything was kosher. So, she said, she even applauded me. She was like, you doing all this by yourself? I said, yes, ma'am. Because I really take care of 5 people up in here. And ain't nobody lacking. I tried to cheer my daughter up because we had already had plans. We was gonna go to the honey house at Moody
Right,
Air Force Base. And
right.
I was
That
gonna take her
also.
out to eat and stuff. Yeah. And they had a fair over there. We was gonna go to the fair. So I didn't want like what happened to like ruin our plans because I didn't want it to really affect her so much. I didn't want it to change
I mean, to
how
be honest
we
with you,
moved.
I'm gonna be honest with you. She right now probably got PTSD. I mean PTSD, whatever the damn thing is, PTSD right now because of something that was traumatic to her, and they don't know how much that can trigger our brains. And now she ain't gonna never be able to forget that for the rest of her life. And that's what I'm saying. Homerville, city of Homerville, y'all wrong for that, man. Y'all put that girl into something that it ain't need to have to happen like that. You feel me? She could have stayed in the house with the white people.
Right, right. But it did affect her because my daughter, whenever we go to the fair, she getting on everything, like everything.
Hmm.
I have to get her armband because I already know what time it is.
Yeah,
She run around
yeah,
there on everything.
yeah.
But when we was going into the fair, it was a bunch of officers outside, and I could just tell her face just dropped.
See,
Her
that's that.
face just dropped.
Did I tell you PTSD? Now every time she see a police, now she shook. She shook, and
Yeah,
you don't supposed to be shook at that age, man. You don't supposed to be. But that's a
yeah.
traumatic, what I'm saying, situation that she had to go through with her mama. And man, I'm gonna pray for y'all. I'm gonna keep y'all in prayer, but I want to get your story out there to the world. That's why we dealing this thing, man. You feel me? I got a
I sure
platform,
appreciate
and I want it to be out there, and I'm gonna put this. I'm gonna chop it up, put it on YouTube, edit it for in the world to see what's going on in Homerville, Georgia. You feel what I'm saying?
and I appreciate you. Thank you for that.
I appreciate you, Queen, for being strong. You didn't back down, and I know your daughter wanted you to calm down, but you didn't back down. You know your rights. If you ain't did nothing, they can't lock you up.
Not for talking and asking questions.
Unacceptable.
I agree. And
So it takes these stories, and it takes like a person that can kind of put these stories out there to the world, because I've been doing this for a long time. A lot of people know me, but now I'm going into the actual podcast world. And I've been wanting to do this, like chat with MB and people's stories. I got another one coming up. Um Wednesday. And we're gonna be candid. It's gonna be difficult, and it's gonna be, straight to the point. But this is what I'm gonna be doing to the people because the people want it. The world needs to hear these stories, and your story need to be told. And I'm the one that's gonna put the story out.
Thank you. Thank you. But needless to say that our trip to the fair was real short. We walked in, she was
Okay.
like, Mama, this depressing. She said, I don't want to be here. She said, I don't want to be here. And I was like, what's the matter? And she was just like, it's depressing, Mama. So I didn't keep bugging her about it. I said, well, at least we can go get your favorite thing, a candy apple. And then we got the candy apple and left.
See, when she seen that, something triggered her. And I hope it triggered her in the right direction because, as 15-year-olds, you got to understand their minds are different. They don't understand. They just know that we need to be quiet when you're dealing with the police. You knew your rights, so that's why you was speaking up. But at the same time now, you don't know what long-term effect that's going to do for that child. This might be that she might be the one to change the world because she's seen something that happened with her mama and her brother.
Yeah, you're right. But I'm hoping something positive can come out of this happening to us. Like, seriously, I ain't been eating like I usually do, and I'm a big girl. I love to eat, but
Right.
I don't have the appetite to eat. I've been staying up most nights, maybe
You
get
don't
an hour nap
you tell the
in.
world you don't even sleep no more like you used to sleep. Let people know what traumatic thing that's happened to you, man. This is serious. This ain't no, and that's what they do. Police wanna make you in fear of them instead of being able to serve their community. You're a taxpayer. You've been working all your life. You paid their
Right,
salaries. So why are they treating you like this?
right. And then what make it so bad, I let them know, like, I used to work for y'all, the county, not the
Right,
city, but I used to work for the county. And I
right,
said, I wouldn't disrespect y'all like that. I would have opened the door for y'all. Y'all could have had the common courtesy like y'all been doing and knocking or let me know. If they wanted to do a pop-up, that's fine. Knock, because I'm going to let you in.
right.
Because like I said, I know my son ain't no saint. And I don't uphold him on nothing. I just don't like the way they handle the whole situation and us and how they separated us. Like, well, my son girlfriend could sit in the house where it's warm, her and my granddaughter, and we out in the cold, and I'm the one working and paying the bills. But
what's going on with this picture? What's going on with this work? What's going on with the black people getting